Market data just got an upgrade. Massive now offers real-time Benzinga data across our endpoints, covering news, analyst ratings, consensus price targets, earnings, and more for over 9,000 US tickers and over 13 years of history. To showcase this new functionality and what it looks like in practice, I built a dashboard that ties all of the endpoints together. Let's walk through it. You can find the code for this demo in our massive GitHub community repository. I've already cloned it and opened it up in an IDE. Paste in your API key, run this command, and the dashboard will open in a new window. Let's go through the tabs. So when the dashboard opens, you will see a page like this. Over on the left, there's filters for ticker, date range, and the number of results that you're looking for. There's also an auto refresh button, and that allows you to see the real-time polling. There's tabs for news, insights, analyst activity, as well as earnings and guidance. I'm starting us here on the news page. If you don't include a ticker, it's going to include news articles for every ticker that is available. And you can see that the last time it refreshed was at 3:07. This refreshes every 30 seconds, so you should expect to see new articles appear as they are published on the API endpoint, just like we're just seeing right here. And to prove that these are real time, I'm going to go over to our news endpoint and our docs and just like run the query. And we can see that some of the last ones were Camping World, Concept Therapeutics. And if I go back over, there's that Concept Therapeutics. So actually, when this refreshes again, I would expect to see that Camping World one appear. Now you can filter these down by a specific ticker. So I'm going to just type in AAPL, which is for Apple. And what happens is all of the articles now shown are tied to Apple's ticker, as well as other tickers, depending on what the article is actually about. I'm also going to change this date range to be in the last year so that when we look at the other tabs, we can have a little bit more data accessible to us. Scrolling down, if you want to look at the actual raw data for any of the endpoints, there's always a raw data section towards the bottom, which in the case of news just shows you each individual article's row. Going down further, each news article is labeled within a particular channel, and you will see the number of articles per channel in this chart. At the bottom of every tab is this reference section, which lists out all of the analysts and firms that are tied to the usage of these endpoints. Scrolling up back to the top, I'm going to go to the Insights tab. This first chart shows consensus ratings, buy, hold, strong buy, sell, as well as the percentage of those breakdowns. The next section is the bulls and bears say. This is one of our newer endpoints that we've launched, which for Apple, you can see the two different paragraphs that are being returned based on the bull case or the bear case. Scrolling down further, we can see analyst insights as well as the raw data for those. Going back up to the top, analyst activity. This breaks down, maintains, reiterates, etc. for a particular ticker like Apple. And then on the earnings and guidance tab, we have their estimated and actual EPS, as well as a chart that goes with it. And in addition, the beats and misses numbers. And then going down towards the bottom, we have corporate guidance, which is based off the last guidance that a company has produced, which in the case of Apple was back in January of this year. And these are the numbers that they were estimating. In order for this demo to work, you will need a massive API key with Benzinga access. Each dataset starts at $99 a month. You can find out more on pricing over on our website. Clone the repo, plug in your API key, and start building with real-time Benzinga data. And remember, keep building something massive.